Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. This is our vlog edition in reference to the match post-analysis of the match between West Ham United and Manchester United. Final score was West Ham United 0, Manchester United 0. Was this match of any significance? No, it really wasn't. All the game did was solidify that United have officially finished second in the Premier League and West Ham United have not been relegated. Let's get right to it. How good were United or how bad were United? With a back four of Smalling, Jones, Luke Shaw and Valencia, United had the opportunities to, they changed 8 players from the last match against Brighton Hove Albion. It was, they had McTominay, Herrera and Pogba in the middle and Sanchez and Lingard up front. Now, how good were United or how bad were United? United were okay, average. They had the chances. Lingard had chances to win the game for United, but all the chances he had 2 good attempts on goal in the first half, but the keeper saved them. Alexis Sanchez had a good shot, a good cross from Valencia. Keeper saved it, rebounded back to Luke Shaw, saved by the keeper again. Most of the chances that Lingard had, I would say, were always put at a good height for the keeper to parry away. None of them were like on the floor or top corners. They're always at that mid-level that the keeper could always turn left or right to parry them over. De Gea had 1 good save, in the first half, and that was good enough for him. United played well, but didn't convert their chances, all I could say. So, in reference to this game, United they attacked better than the Brighton game, but it looked like they were content with just getting a point, making sure they didn't lose the game. Yes, they did a try. Pogba attempted shots, saved by the keeper, over the post. So, United attacked, but at the same time, couldn't finish. And overall, in the first half, United they had more possession and more attempts on goal. But the good thing I could say is that United attempts were on target. They were on target. That was the good thing I could say about United's attempts today. Well, United's attempts were on target compared to most of the chances against Brighton were off target. So an improvement, just a little. But at the same time, I think Man United have one eye on the FA Cup final, which is in 10 days' time. And try not to risk injuries or trying to make sure we have enough players. Valle was on the bench. Martial didn't even come on. Rashford came on in the second half. Didn't do a lot. A lot was not provided from him. He didn't really do a lot, to be honest. Rashford didn't do a lot. I think the second half just kind of fizzled out. United had a few other chances, but nothing clinical. Nothing was, close. So, overall, my man of the match, I would say I'll give to Herrera. He really tried to make things happen. He worked well with Pogba. McTominay played very well in the middle of the park. Compared to that midfield they had with Fellaini and Matic last time against Brighton, which was diabolical. Today, the midfield was faster. They kind of had more attack-minded presence than the last game. I would say that. In reference to Sanchez, he did lose the ball up front a lot. It's something that we have begun to get accustomed to, whereby he loses the ball a lot and the attack breaks down. And Pogba was trying to feed him, but there's no one running into spaces. So what United were literally doing was passing the ball across the front of the defensive wall of West Ham United. And when no one's making the runs, you're just going to keep passing sideways. And that's what United kept doing, because West Ham were not going to budge. United couldn't find any gaps. Valencia was making crosses into the box, but there was no one to connect the balls forward to. See what I mean? Which means when Valencia went down the line, he was literally going down the line today, which is not very unlike Valencia these days. But his crosses, no one was connecting them because there was no one actually in the box. We didn't have a central striker. So overall, crosses into the box, no one connecting to them. Pogba attempted a header, which was close, should have scored, could have done better, but, off target. But overall, I'll give United a 6.5 out of 10 for performance and attempts, because most of the attempts were on target. But it looks like they had just agreed and settled for a 0-0 draw just to get 1 point to confirm they're going to finish second in the Premier League this season. It wasn't it was a tough. There was a few scuffles, you know, ladies' handbags, you know, nothing serious about the guys trying to fight each other. It wasn't serious, but it was one of those games. It was an improvement from the game against Brighton. Yes, there was an improvement from the game against Brighton. A better midfield, a faster attack. The defense was a bit more solid. Even when West Ham brought on Carroll, he caused a few threats, but Smalling really took care of him. And there was another chance West Ham had that Smalling sliced the ball, and that was a bit worrying in the first half. But overall, I think the game didn't deserve a winner. If United were going to win, they should have scored the chances that they created. But since they didn't create it, the game was going to always end up 0-0. If you're watching this video, give us a like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and give us some comments. Talk about the match on the comments. Just tell us what you thought about the game. And you know, soccer as we like it, the Man United direction. We are approaching the end of the Premier season. We are down to one game, which will going to be ending on Sunday, next Sunday, which will be our last game of the season to Watford. So that's where we are. At this moment, we're week 37. One more game to go. It's a home game to Watford. Michael Carrick's last home game as a Manchester United player. Would be a fantastic atmosphere. You know, everyone's going to turn. Just going to be like a summer jamboree party. You know what I mean? We've already consolidated second spot. We're not going to go any further. Champions have been confirmed. We're just going to, you know, test out younger players. I would like to see this opportunity to test younger players like the Gomez and some other players and try out new tactics, you know. But we shall see what Mourinho has up his sleeve against Watford at home. It will be a nice match, a home game, nice sunshine, nice weather, last game of the season, and we'll take it from there. But you know, subscribe, give us a like on this video. Soccer as we like it, the Man United direction. Man United, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give them a 6.5 for performance, effort, and attempts, and not conceding a goal actually. But overall, that's it from me. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like. Soccer as we like it, the Man United direction. Man United 0, Watford 0.